I know my lighting's kind of bad, but that's because it's dark outside, and the only light sources I have is this one ring light up there that you can see, kind of, or messed up my camera. So, I'm making a My Singing Monsters game. Yeah, I don't know how to code. I used to want to code. I never learned. But, this is just an idea. And if you want to help code, we'll talk about that later. Let's go and get into it. Now, the title of my game is My Singing Monsters Enchanting Echoes, and you're probably like, well, why? I'll explain the story real quick. Alright, basically, right, got all the magical islands. It's kind of like right after Dawn of Fire, right when the magical islands are being formed. And bam, everything went wrong. There's just islands everywhere, and it's just kind of like different than what we know today. So yeah, first island, we're going to talk about 3 islands. I have like 5 ideas, but we're going to talk about 3 of them. First one is Oracle Observatory, so let's go and get into it. I'm taking this straight from My Singing Monsters Lost Landscapes, the base machine, instead of a castle, because I don't really like castles. I like the sound they make, but I don't like upgrading them. Our magic on this island is Stair Mine, and you're probably like, oh, you're just going to do reverse elementals. You're going to do Tweedle, Mammoth, Noggin. Kinda. Next up we have Potbelly, who was already on Psychic Island, but I just liked him, and also had a monster idea that needed to have a leaf. So we took Potbelly because plant type. Next we got Mammoth because, Mammoth wasn't on the original one, and I think that'd be kind of cool. And then of course Noggin because it's got to be the reverse one. Let's get into our 2 types. Furcorn. Move my camera real quick so you can see a bit better. Furcorn. Next up we got Shrub, because Shrub, yeah. We're going to go quickly through these already existing monsters so we can get to the fan-made. We got Drumpler, Bonkers, and I think from here on out, it's fan-made. First one we got, I think this might be one of the only fan-mades, is Voodoo. So it's kind of like, as you can see from the pictures, a voodoo doll. And I thought the instrument would be cool to be like a handpan or something. Something like that. I think our second fan-made 2 type is Empathic. So I kind of wanted to be based on that animal that like always is happy. Microphone means it's a vocal monster. Maybe like a little beanie hat. But it makes all the other monsters happy. It just knows how to make them happy. Got Clamble for our natural 3 type. And we got Mind Bloom. So this one was really cool because it uses like, as you can see, I used an image of a clicker, but I did put the flower on top. It's kind of what I'm imagining, because its mind is like blooming. It uses telepathy to create vocal noises. I don't really know, something like that. Dreamweaver. Now, I forgot what the thing in the middle is called, but it's like some fairy tale creature. And it would hold like one of those like Dreamweavers, or whatever you call them. I think they're called Dreamweavers. And they play harp noises. My favorite 3 type I have come up with. Leaf Dog. I love Leaf Dog. He'd basically be that shaggy dog with the leaf on his head and be like a wizard. I think it fits its elements really, really well. Cause you got the leaf, you got the snowy dog, you got the psychic because it's magic and stuff like that. And now we're moving on to our quad. The Oracle, which is a 3-eyed owl that uses a crystal ball to play organ. And I know there's already a few organ monsters in the game. You got Gob, you got He, you got Pekinda. No, not Pekinda. That one wobbling. Poke. But this could be a new style of organ. Something like that. Now, possible Halley's Comet seasonal. I did design that myself. Took me like 10 minutes. I don't know. Not that good. But island looks. So I like the style of islands in My Singing Monsters The Lost Landscapes. How it's like flat on the ground, then you can go to different spots and expand. I did want it to be kind of like an old ruined observatory with purple magic everywhere. So here's the core gameplay mechanics. What other islands could you find with a telescope? Now you're probably like, oh, you can find islands with a telescope? Yeah, you can find islands with a telescope. The big telescope you unlock on like level 10 or something. You can find monsters, you can find islands in space. So we're going to talk about 2 of those islands. That'll be Spirit Serenade and Radiant Reef. We're not talking about Space Station or Plutonium Mines today. We'll get to those in a part 2. Spirit Serenade. First monster is obviously the base machine. You thought I was going to say Spirit. You thought I was going to say Spirit. No, not yet. Our second monsters. This. To get monsters, you have to rescue them from the enchanted space. find them, rescue them, cool stuff, because it's Spirit. Because I thought he was a cool monster to make an island based around. I think our 1 types, you don't breed on this island. This is where you find stuff. You got Mammoth, you got Noggin, you got Furcorn. Right now I don't have any fan maids on this island, but that will change in the future. Cybop, because I thought that fit pretty well with him. Deja Jin, I hope I pronounced that right. Kongo, Bogart, Wink, Chorester, I think I spelled that right. Flamox, and Araculele. I think that's all for this island, right? Yeah. Submit your ideas for more on Spirit Serenade in the comments. We're going to go into Radiant Reef. First is the base machine, as always. Next is Toejammer, which you would expect from a reef island. Now we got Kana. And you're probably like, oh, it's going to be like another fire island, like Fire Grotto. No. Because we got Flores. And you're probably like, oh, the next type is Air. No, it's Fairy. It's Flute Fly. Because I wanted 2 magics. Because I'm like that. Because we got Fangler, who perfectly fits with the Radiant Reef theme. Whimsy's not so much. But it's fine. Because you can give them like costumes. Because it's my game. And I can do what I want. Pluck Bill. Seems like an aquatic animal. I guess it could work. Knucklehead. Perfect for a tropical island. And Radiant Reef is kind of like a tropical island. Now let's get on to some fan maids. Wadi. So I didn't make this. I don't have permission to use this. But if I do get permission to use this, it'd be great because I love Wadi and he fits the theme perfectly. Then we got Gleamer. So basically, right, it's dolphin. And it's got these jellyfish. Like, ba 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 ba. Because dolphins. Yes. And it plays those like congos. No. What? What are those little instruments called? Bongos. Those are not bongos that are on screen, but I know there is bongos. Something like that. Next up, we got our first 3 type, Flammare. Kind of like a ray with fire on him, and he either will do wind chimes or bells or something else. Calamar Tail. Big clickbait arrow pointing to 2 sounds you could possibly do. 1, 2, or both. To wiggle his little things to make the maraca sound, or you could have like an 8-bit synthesizer. Next we got Willow Ember. I like that picture of singing high notes because it would sing high notes. I know it looks a lot like Wisp, but it is not Wisp. I stole that art, but I modified it a little bit. Yeah, something cool like that. We got Swan Song. I don't know what it could do. Just like the swan idea, like a royal swan. I think this might be our 4 type, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. This is our 4 type. We got Hornix. He's got a big tail and he's got 2 instruments. Yeah, that's right. He's got horns and xylophone, which I know don't really mix, but it's pretty cool. Now, game devs and animators, we need you. We meaning me. I'm not a game dev. I'm not an animator. I'm good at music. That's all I'm good at. I know people can help. I know it's possible. I've seen it done before. We can have it be done again. So let's go check out the Discord so far. As of now, we do not have a singular person but me, obviously. And we do not have a logo, which is the first challenge on my Discord. Create a cool logo. And if you can, that'd be great. So we'll go ahead and type that in announcements. And now that that's announced, I think we can pretty much end the video here. So yeah, this was just a limb video idea I had. I can tell you even some more stuff about the game, but I don't want to show you anything. Space Station Monsters, all about space monsters. Plutonium Mine has 5 elements on it. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So go ahead and join down there. Even if you can't animate, even if you can't game dev, it'd be nice to have you there. I'm kind of just ranting. No, I did not use ChatGPT for every single monster. And yes, you should subscribe. See you guys.